Next step. So I want to sketch a little circle on the top because it's a Lego brick that I am sketching. So I don't like this sort of angle for sketching and working on. I like it to use to view things, but I don't like it if I want to try and sketch things. So I'm going to click top here, and I'm going to use the scroll button on my mouse. I'm going to roll it up slightly so I can zoom in a bit more. So again, look at my toolbar. There's no option here for a circle or a rectangle. That's because I need to create a sketch first. So left click on sketch. Excuse me. Here's my sketching instructions. All my options are grayed out because I need to tell Onshape where I want this sketch to take place. With the blue box, it's saying, where do you want your sketch to be, sir? Which plane? Well, this time, we're not going to use top, front, or right plane. I'm actually going to choose this face, this part, this side of my object. So I'm going to left click there. Now my toolbars come to life with all the sketching tools. I don't want a rectangle. I actually want to go to the circle tool. Use the drop down icon and choose the center point circle. Now I want to line up, so I'm using the scroll bar on my mouse just to zoom in a little bit closer. Now I actually want this to be in the center. Onshape can help you do this. So I haven't clicked any mouse buttons. All I'm going to do, I'm going to move my mouse up to where I think the center is. That's not the center. I'm going to move it over and I'll get a little orange there, orange box. So that is the center point on that line. I'm going to slowly bring my mouse down and it gives me a dotted line so I stay in a straight line. And then I haven't clicked anywhere. Without clicking, I'm going to go over to this line. Try and find the center again. Orange box. Now Onshape is going to help me as I bring my mouse across. As I get to the center, there. So I haven't clicked anywhere. I've just done that by hovering the mouse. Now I'm going to left click, move my mouse away from where I clicked, click to confirm my sketch there. It's not the right dimension, so I need to think about dimensioning it. So I'm going to go up to my toolbar. That's my dimensions tool with the two arrows in between the lines. Left click. Click on the sketch, my circle sketch, bring the measurements away from the drawing. And that's going to be 4.8. Press tab on your keyboard to get a preview of what it will look like. I'm happy with that. Green tick. I'm going to go back to my isometric view and that looks pretty good. I want this to become a 3D part of my design. It's not just a flat circle that's been sketched onto that face. So remember, changing a sketch, 2D sketch into 3D sketch, we need to use the extrude tool. So I'm going to click on my extrude tool. Here are my extrude instructions. So I'm going to keep all that the same. Again, it's saying, well, what do you want to extrude, sir? I'm going to be really careful and choose just that circle so it goes orange there. Left click. There's my extrude. Now you can see straight away that that is far too big. So I need to change the depth of that. And that's going to be 1.7. Again, I'm going to press tab on my keyboard so I get a preview of what it looks like. If I want to, I can go up here. I can have a little look around and see what it looks like. That looks okay. I could orchestrate this. I could go around this way if I wanted to. And like the way I prefer doing it is holding down the right button on the mouse and just moving the mouse around so I can see what my sketch looks like. If I get a little bit lost, back to isometric, that looks good to me. Green tick. Okay, we're nearly there. Lego shapes are usually hollow so that they can actually fit together. So we need to create a hollow part here. So again, the way I'm moving my mouse is I'm holding down the right button, and that's just allowing me to move and see the underside of my sketch or my object. So this time we need to choose what we call a shell. So I'm looking at all my options here. Again, if I hovered over each one, it would tell me what it is. I know that that is the shell option. So left click, and again, here are my shell instructions, and it's saying, well, what face, what part, sir, do you actually want to remove? Well, it's the bottom face here. So I've clicked there. I'm actually going to roll my mouse button, center mouse button, just so you can see in more detail. I can change the thickness of the edge to the part that becomes hollow. Excuse me. That's actually going to be 1 millimeter. Okay, happy with that. So I tabbed, I put 1, and I press tab. I can have a look at that. Once I'm happy, green tick. Let's go back to isometric view. There we go. And I can have a look around and I can see that that looks good to me. Happy with that. Final thing then is we want to put the little Lego logo on top. So I want to I want to be looking straight down on top of my object, my design. So I'm going to go up to the kind of orientation tools up here and click on top. And I'm just going to scroll, wheel my mouse so I can zoom in a little bit better. Again, I need to sketch. I want to go to sketch, so left click. Again, my instructions are saying, so where do you want to sketch? I can't click anything. It's not allowing me to click anything until I tell Onshape where I want my sketch to be. We want the sketch to be on the surface of this circle. So I'm going to click there. Now my toolbar has come to life, and I want to choose text. A letter A there for text. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, and I'm going to create a box. So left click, drag your mouse across, left click to finish. I'm going to put Lego as my text. I'm going to put it all in capitals, and I'm going to green tick it. Now it comes out really big. So what I want you to do, I want you to use your dimensions tool. So I'm going to click on the dimensions tool, and I'm going to dimension this line here. So the width of my text. I like to take the dimensions off my sketches. It cleans things up and stops it becoming cluttered. And I'm going to make that 4. Then I'm going to click my dimensions tool again, and I'm actually going to hover over the left hand part of my text here, hold down, so I have to hold down the mouse, the left button, drag it over. I'm happy with that. It's in the right place. I'm going to green tick it. Let's have a look at what it looks like. It's not bad, but it has no thickness to it. It's just a flat sketch. So we need to do something to it. What we're going to do to this, so I'm zooming in using the mouse, is we're actually going to use a thicken tool. So thicken, click thicken. Again, it's telling me, what do you want to thicken? And I want to thicken my sketch that I've just done. So instead of trying to highlight, because you can see that sometimes if I click there, it wouldn't thicken the inside of the O. So instead, I'm just going to go over here and click Sketch 3. And I want to change the thickness to 0.1. And I want to green tick that. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. Pretty good. Getting there, we're nearly finished. Just need to do some kind of aesthetic work, some cosmetics, the way it looks. It's not quite right. I like the way, I like the dimensions, but I just, for example, that Lego doesn't quite look right. Why is it grey, blue, white, and then blue again? So you need to change that. One way you can do that is you right click on any parts of your design. Right click, and you're going to say edit appearance to part 1. This is the whole thing is part 1. I'm going to make this a red Lego piece. And I'm going to green tick that. So every part, each part of part 1 is now red. However, my Lego sign is still not the right color. So I'm going to right click. So right click, and I'm going to choose add appearance to feature. And you guessed it, I'm going to choose red, and I'm going to green tick it. There we go. That is your Lego 1x1 brick complete. Follow the steps along. As I said, if you get lost or stuck, go back, play it again, pause it at different parts. Good luck.